Part of KSCS's strategic plan calls on the organization to be more responsive to community needs. Based on that feedback from a community survey, the secondary prevention team has initiated a pilot project that aims at making accessing counseling a little more approachable. We spoke with Rebecca D'Amico, the clinical supervisor of secondary prevention, and Jean O'Connor, a support prevention counselor at KSCS, about Let's Talk Kahnawake.
This idea was really born out of about a 6-month consultation process that we went through with various community members, and the common theme that we found that was being highlighted was for our team or for KSCS to get out more into the community, to get out of the building and to be more visible within the community.
Like, we were getting a lot of requests for service, which is great, especially in the months of February, March, April. The number of requests that we were seeing coming in were very high. It was great. We wanted to be able to respond to all the requests, but we were also noticing that they would come, they would meet with the intake worker, there would be some follow-up where a counselor would call them to follow up, and the follow-up wasn't necessarily happening. So part of what we were thinking was maybe people just sometimes need that hour, that half an hour, just to talk to a professional about what they're dealing with, and they don't want or need the long-term follow-up. So with those two things combined with with what we were noticing with the request for service, along with the feedback from the community members, we put a proposal together to do a 6-month pilot project on having like a walk-in counseling service in the community and see how that would, if that could help, or if that's something community members would respond to.
We wanted to offer services in very neutral settings in the community. So the first location that we'll be providing services is out of Tota Ma's café. And so that's going to be offered every Monday in July from 5 to 8. In the evening, and then we'll evaluate after that. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll continue offering those services there, or we may also consider other community locations. But for the month of July, it will be at Tota Ma's Cafe.
So people can really, there's no appointment needed, as the poster says, and people might have already seen some of these advertisements on Facebook, on KSCS's Facebook page. We also have our own Facebook page, Let's Talk Kahnawake. So you can see it's there, Let's Talk Kahnawake. So we'll have updates on there. So people can really just walk in. There'll be 2 counselors on site every Monday, and Jean will go through who the counselors will be. In order to identify the counselors when community members walk into the building, they'll be wearing this button, just so that community members will know that that's the person who is available as a counselor. And there's confidential rooms. So if you identify as wanting to talk to somebody, then there's confidential rooms that the counselors can use, and you can go and talk with them.
At the same time, if they feel that they want more follow-up services, then we can make a referral for them so that they can have an assigned counselor that can meet with them at KSCS or at another location, depending on the needs of the client.
Some people know some counselors, so they'll feel more comfortable, or they don't know, so they might feel more comfortable. So we like to put the names of the counselors out to the community to be transparent. This is who's going to be there, so they can make an informed decision about whether they want to come there.
So on July the 8th, we have Zoe, I don't know her last
Brown.
name, Zoe Brown, and Candace Snook. July the 15th, Alana Burns and Amanda Winslade. July 22nd, Rebecca and Allison Kirkpatrick. And July 29th, myself and John Mayo. And I guess I just would like to add a couple of things. One of the reasons, too, why we wanted to offer something in the community was some people are uncomfortable coming into the building of KSCS. So we wanted to make it to be maybe a little bit more sensitive to those people that are hesitant to come in. So it's one of our rationale for us to, to be available in the community at a neutral location and offer services past 4:30, right? So to be available until 8 o'clock at night, we thought that could also be helpful.
Sometimes you just need to talk to somebody in the moment, get some information, and you don't need anything else after that. So we're really trying to empower, part of the strategic plan is to empower community members to take control of their lives. So offering information or just somebody to talk to in the moment, sometimes that's all anybody needs. So that's kind of the spirit that this project is coming from.
Keep your eyes on the Let's Talk Kahnawake Facebook page for announcements on the schedule. Thanks for watching the KSCS Insider. I'm Marie David.